Hello, it's me, Josh Hunter, presently on the planet Earth. It's been a couple of days, or I don't know how long it's been since I've recorded a video of my of myself anyway. Uh, so as you know, I normally don't bring up what's going on exactly, you know, but there are a bunch of riots and all that. So I've been here in Santa Monica, and I guess I feel I need to. I need to prove that I'm in Santa Monica or something, and just in case, I don't know, because I mean, this is, these riots, people are getting upset. It's like, I mean, they should have. It's like they had a choice. I mean, to show that like they care about their life or they don't, and social distancing is something that you do to show that you care about your life. And when you're at these protests and doing these riots, you're getting very close to people, and you're letting yourself get out of hand. But I'm kind of an isolated person myself, so I can't say for sure. Anyway, so I'm not speaking on anything. I don't. Like I'm not really qualified to speak on social issues, like on right and wrong, because I have a kind of my vision is I don't know. I've never seen anything that happened. Like, I mean, anyway. So I don't necessarily want to make this video, but I just feel like I mean, I'm almost kind of like hoping that like nobody sees this video, but I just have to. I don't know. I gotta do it. Anyway, so I was walking. I came up with this new jutsu, and sorry if I look like fucking like. I mean, I know I normally look pretty awesome, but it's been a while. I don't know why my fucking it's like the camera feels weird in my. I mean, I'm normally looking at the. No, I'm not normally looking at the camera. So like what? Anyway, so I came up with a new jutsu, and for those of you who don't know, like there's a show called Naruto, and jutsu is a word outside of this, but it's a Japanese word, and if I'm not mistaken, it means spoken. But I mean, and it's associated with martial arts, like jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and various other types of martial arts. Anyway, so a part of my theme on my channel is I come up with my own jutsu, because in Naruto, like they use it like it's like their skill set. They develop these skills, and the energy that they use to facilitate their jutsu is called chakra, or that's what they call it in the show. So a part of the theme on my channel is that I come up with my own jutsu, and you apply it to the. I mean, you have to make it your own, but I mean it's just something that I do. I think it's just kind of nice or whatever. Anyway, so I never really go over that. I just say, oh, I have a new jutsu for you, and people, I don't know if it was the first video that they ever had seen of me, they wouldn't understand. But I think I look so fucking disgusting right now. I'll have no problem repelling all the people that I need to repel. Okay, so this jutsu, and I have not wanted to address this issue. I hope I don't. But you got. God damn it. Okay, hang on. All right. All right. Here's what happened. Okay, I was thinking about Jeffrey Epstein, right? And I was thinking like this guy was like a part of like this, because pedophiles, like when they're like when they got like their own society, okay, and they got this whole thing, like, and I thought to myself, like there must have been some guy, like the moment the moment Epstein got like arrested, there must have been a guy who got so fucking scared, like, and frightened and desperate that he fucking, was like I don't know, I just had this image of this guy like who got really scared when Epstein was arrested, like a guy who was like associated with these like pedophile rings or whatever, and like I just imagined him like running throughout the streets, like saying, "They got Epstein! They got Epstein! They got Epstein!" And I guess I don't know the fear. What made me laugh about it? I'm not saying laughing, but it's just like thing about like the feeling that I thought was described was that this guy, like, he was so, like, he's so scared about getting in trouble, which I thought, it was like, it's kind of ironic, like, because that's what kids do. Like, kids are always so, the worst thing that you can do in as being a child, from what I remember, is to get in trouble. Like, that's what, no matter what happens, just don't get in trouble. You don't want to get in trouble. And so I thought, like, the idea of some guy, like, reacting to Epstein getting arrested, it's like the height of, like, getting in trouble. And he just, you know, he's on the streets, he's running, he's desperate, he says, they got Epstein, they got Epstein. So anyway, like a pedophile is what is what I'm saying. Like a guy, you know, like getting scared that they got, like, this guy. So this inspired my jutsu, this new jutsu, and it's called no grass, no jutsu. Alright, so anyway, there's this saying, and it's called, it's like an older saying, and it's called, if there's grass on the field, play ball. And I'm assuming that this is where, like, people who are not sure if they should be having, like, intimate or romantic associations with, like, younger people, and it's like a rule of thumb. It's like, you know, so just go ahead, you know. So I got to thinking about this, and first of all, I don't think that human beings should be getting so close together anyway. I don't like the idea of sex, and I think I'm pretty sure there's a better way to create a human being, but I was thinking this rule of thumb, like, if there's grass on the field, play ball. It's not really a good idea. I mean, it's not a good meter of how you should try and determine if you should, like, you know. Anyway, but I was also thinking, you know, sometimes you have people who are both of age, people who are, like, you know, let's say 28 and 28, and they're the same age, but they are emotionally and mentally in very different places. And to me, it's just because a person's body has matured does not mean that their mind has matured. And the purpose of this jutsu, no grass, no jutsu, is to make sure that you know the difference. Because sometimes there can be someone with a very mature mind, you know, associating romantically with someone who is not mature at all, and essentially has the feeling and social ability of, you know, like a 10-year-old or 12-year-old. And to me, the more mature person should have a certain type of responsibility. They should. To me, it's not very different. I mean, it is still a type of, you know, molestation. Like, if the mind of that person is being, we call it a molestation because it's the interruption of the construction of an adult. Okay, the whole process of childhood is the construction of an adult body, an adult mind, an adult emotional form. And the molestation is an interruption of that, and when we as a society don't like that. I'm saying that same aspect can still happen, even if, you know, both people are of age. And so I don't know how you would exactly, you know, direct this jutsu, or how if you would ever use it. It's just, I guess this is more, it is a concept, but I give it the jutsu name. So if you are a person who feels like, you know, maybe I'm with a person who's, like, mentally, like, they're not, you know, they're emotionally, you know, they're emotionally like a child, you know, and I'm an adult, and you wanna I don't know, you wanna adjust that activity. You wanna be a person who's I usually wear glasses, and so this is what I'm not used to. I mean, I don't mind, you know, because the more terrible I look, the less people will want to, like, look at my fucking face. And I guess I play it a little differently. I preferred people to be, like, not near me, because that's, you know, I'm an isolating type person. Anyway, so no grass, no grass, no jutsu is supposed to help you decide within yourself, and not necessarily about yourself, but I don't know, because obviously this is a sensitive subject, but I think this is something we need to work at, make sure that we are clear upon about what it means to actually molest someone, because there are a whole lot of Svengali situations going on here, if I'm understanding what that concept means. And I think some people, you need to recognize their mind, their mental age as well, their emotional age and maturity. Um, that's why, you know, I'm always very. That's why in the old days, well, I don't know if in the old days, but like when I'm a person like who's wanting to court a lady, like I need at least like 2 years of study. You know, I need to know everything. Not I I need to know like the quality of the mind that I'm dealing with, and because I mean, you know, some people, yeah, they're, you know, you have someone's like 50 something years old, but you know they never got past like a couple of things that happened like when they were younger. You know, me, like I got over everything very quickly. Just everything that happens to me, like, you know, bullies, generally being rejected, you know, these types of things. Like I don't really give a shit. I mean, even when they happen, I wasn't. As long as I had like fucking television, you know, and a bed to sleep on, it doesn't really matter. Like I take on the. I don't outsource my processing. I don't have other people process my own problems for me. I do all my processing work in house. So so yeah, and I'm also saying this because, you know, there's been a lot of violence, you know, lately, and actually before this riot that we had here in Santa Monica, because they had the Black Lives Matter protests, and they got out of hand, and now all the shops are boarded up. So I'm probably gonna die of starvation in a couple of days because I only get my food out of the trash. So it might be my last video, and so that's why I think no grass, no jutsu is a good jutsu to go out on. So also, you know, like I get the feeling like some people, maybe they need to, you know. Anyway, what was I? Okay, and so yeah, I am not necessarily. This is my response to the things that I have been seeing over the last 7 days. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just saying, okay, if the input that I've received are all the major events locally and nationally over the last 7 days, then this is my reaction to that. And then I saw two girls, like, or two women around here, and like they had black eyes. They didn't know each other, but I just happened to see. I never see women with black eyes, black eye, and I thought to myself, that's kind of like unusual. Like, I don't know, just a woman walking around with a black. And I saw two like within like the same 2 days, and I thought, okay, well, something's going on. And that was before the riots. Anyway, so I don't know how you would use this jutsu. Obviously, it's, you know, you're gonna bring up a lot. To even bring it up to anyone is most likely going to aggravate some type of an injury. But I guess, you know, a lot of people that's how they process things. They just talk it out or whatever. But if you want to know if you are being honest with yourself, specifically in a situation where you know that either you are mentally superior or the person who you are with is mentally superior to you, and you want to make sure that you're not being like Svengali'd, or someone isn't like grooming you for other things or whatever. So, so yeah, I don't know if this will. Anyway, so I got a minute. I got one solar panel here, and it has taken me 2 days to get 60% battery life. So, whatever. I'll probably be dead like within like 2 weeks, because I mean they're boarding up shops, and I'm not leaving Santa Monica, so there's no panhandling. There's no. I guess I could go. No. That's okay. I'm ready. Take me, Lord. All right. I am 33 years old, and I have never made a mistake.